Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Bat Châtillon 15555. It's the Tier 9 French SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Steps. And this one is under the command of Angelina75 of OLIMP. And yes, she's back from visiting her relatives in north of Maine. Game on! Well, as the name says, it's a 155mm howitzer mounted on top of a chassis that would have come from either a Bat Chat or a M47. It's a bit of a combination, actually. They never actually stipulated exactly what it came from, but presumably it's an M47 hull, a pattern hull. It's was an original design by the French to actually make an Arty which could fire in all directions. So the mounting, the turret, actually turns 360 degrees, so you can point it in any direction. And this has major advantages because it means that you can drive away from the enemy, having your vehicle facing a completely different direction. And so if you want to make a quick escape, you can do it. The only problem is, of course, you have to wait for the turret to rotate if you plant yourself in the wrong place. And you can see Angelina's now turning her turret to match the enemy that she's aiming at, and it takes a little while for it to turn around, but once it's on target, she's ready to go. Okay, target spotted, T100LT, she lines the shot up, and, well, it did land near, but not on the target, unfortunately. You can see Angelina's gone quite a long way up the back end of the map. Now, as I said, 155mm howitzer. It's capable of 680 alpha, 48mm pen, 7.6 meters on the damage radius, and between 12.25 and 27 seconds of stun, depending on how close you get it. And she's fired a round in, but she's changing position because the enemy's moving quite fast nearby, and she needs to get a better spot. Okay. Well, we've got a meal there. And the T49 over here. Tier 10 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. Oh! Well, the G-Saw just died. The TL7R team got him. We're going for the meal, I think. Or is it the T49? No, T49's going to be the target. But we haven't got a clear shot. Angelina's reselecting. She's found a good target. This is a Borsig. A Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. Which, yeah, rounds out. Looks good. Oh, yes! She hit two tanks with one shot there. T100LT took a bit of splash, but it was the Borsig that took the most of the hit. And he was actually stopped by the T100. If he carried on moving, he might have actually moved out of the line of sight. But Angelina got a really good hit. So she took two tanks for one shot there. Good shooting. Okay, she's loaded again. Now, she could fire blind right now, in the expectation that there might still be somebody there, but instead she's found another target, a TS5, who's trying to push that wreck round, and, oh, this is even better. This is an SU-130PM. They don't have really much in the way of armor, and if he occupies that position, he's going to die. I was about to say, he's going to take a big hit, and in fact, actually, he died. So she picked the right target. She's got another one. Now, as you probably know, oh, there's the opposite number. As you probably know, Angelina's been away on visiting relatives recently, as I said at the start of the video. So she's not been able to send in any replays. Oh, kill shot! That's two now. She's actually been very busy, but she is back and she's playing very, very well at the moment. It's getting increasingly difficult for Talon to actually get a win in the weekly contest for the Lion. We're now looking at TS5, who just got stunned by Angelina. Yes, that TS5, he's in a lot of trouble because our T95, who's attacking him, oh, well, the T95 went down to a 263 we couldn't see, but rounds out, that's a kill. That's 3 kills now for Angelina, and she's repositioning straight away. That's enough. That's all she has to do. Just move sufficiently far away that the enemy's not going to be able to counter battery her. And there's that 263, the one that killed the T95. He just drove up behind him. Rounds out. Another direct hit. 213 this time. And again, she's repositioning. Avoids counter battery. You can just hold down your right hand mouse button and that will hold the aim in the direction you actually want to fire. Or alternatively, you can actually just come out of aim view and just look, and it will hold the howitzer in the right spot. She's reloaded. The Kunstpanzer is on the other side of the battlefield. The turret is just turning, and she's lined it up. Rounds out. Well, it did go in the right direction. Unfortunately, it went long and to the right. And she's just spotted a Foch. Now, the Foch is obviously going to be her priority now. Standard reload by the book is 28.76 seconds. Angelina's got slightly less than that. We don't have the exact figures because we haven't got the mods on, I'm afraid. Yes, unfortunately, I did this replay before I updated the mods. Also, another ingenious idea for the French was to actually put a little turret on top of the Arty, which means that if the crew needed to fend off troops, they could do so without actually having to get out of the vehicle to expose themselves to fire. Same is true with the Bat Chat 155-58, which of course was designed in 1958, whereas this one was designed in 1955. Lined up, changing her mind. She decides to go for the ISU 152, rounds out, went along again, but it is a valid shot. It was in the right direction, just a bit long. So she's taking up the corner. She's keeping plenty of enemy between her, plenty of her teammates rather, between her and the enemy, just in case they manage to push through. This little Arty does go fairly quickly, 56.3 kilometers an hour. So if you need to escape, you can do so. And Angelina's positioned herself at the end, so the gun is virtually lined up straight away. She's dialing in. There goes the 152. There's supposedly an enemy Arty just over the railway line, and another one might be a Borsig up there as well. Okay, so we're looking up here. She's correctly working out that there's more than likely going to be somebody sitting up there in that position, that sniper spot. Oh, she was right! She just wiped out the Borsig! She was absolutely bang on! The Borsig found out the hard way that, yes, he'd been detected because she worked out exactly where he was, because that was the optimum position for him to be in to get sniper shots. And unfortunately for him, Angelina knew that as well. And that shell just stunned the T-49, who's on his last legs. He's a splash kill, and he's gone. There's only 2 enemies left now. The Meal and the E4. Now, if she needs to, she can run away from these guys. And she's platooned with one of the enemy, one of her own team rather, the Badger, who's got 3 kills. Angelina's got 4 now, thanks to that kill on the Borsig. And now we're anticipating the Meal is somewhere in that area. In fact, he's been detected. He's a little further back. There he is. Meal is basically a Barask clone, I think. And there's the E4. She's going to fire the shot at him. Rounds out. Direct hit. 59. And she got stun assist there as well. Her teammate in the other Arty is working that corner as well. He's in the M40, M43. The Meal's trying to get away. I don't think he will, actually. Nope, he's been ram killed. The Manticore got him in the end. And that's it. The game's over. What a great first game to send in from Angelina75 and the Bat Châtillon 155.55. She got a second-class tanker out of this game, which, of course, sets the record, or the highest score so far at a second class. And that means Talon has to get better than the second class in order to beat her. She also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. She got 4 exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She got 8. And she got a Brothers in Arms. In fact, not just a Brothers in Arms, but she did it with 2 other players because she'd already platooned with one of her teammates, the Badger, who actually already had 3 kills. And then right at the last moment, she platooned with the Manticore, which actually gave another player a chance to actually get the Brothers in Arms in a battle. And her win rate in that game, 1,619, which is very good. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be the Badger, who actually managed a Brothers in Arms and 3,834 hit points of damage. And he platooned fairly early with Angelina because he saw Angelina was rocketing away with the number of kills. In second place, we can see it was the Shure 4 managed 3,311 hit points. He got a Confederate. And in third place, we can see that was the Meal on the enemy team. I think that was the Meal. 3,065 hit points of damage went to him. When it came to Angelina, she picked up 4 kills with only 1,465 hit points. But that puts her at the top of the table when it comes to kills in that game. 3 kills went to the Badger. 3 kills went to the Manticore. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 3 kills or 3 kills or anything above. In fact, the best they could manage was 2 kills, and that went to the Meal and T100 LT. And in fact, only 5 players on their team actually managed to get kills at all in that one. When it came to base XP, Angelina's a little further down the table. The Sharp Future 4 managed to get 1,020. He was the only one to get over 1,000 base. The Badger got 933, and then the Manticore got 834, the guys in her platoon. But Angelina was next with 787, so high score. She fired 14 rounds, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot. Now, I hazard to guess, but I suspect that may be the Borsig. We'll just have a quick check to see. Was it the Borsig or was it the SU-130? No, it wasn't the Borsig. Was it the SU-130? No, it wasn't them either. Now, was it the T100 LT? No, but it was the enemy Arty who got a direct hit and it went right through him and gave her one of her kills. She also got 11 splashes, 1,465 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 293 hit points of stun assist off 8 stuns. So that's why she didn't get a first class or an ace tanker. There wasn't enough stun assist for her to benefit from that. But she did get 531 credits profit. Yes, I know it's low, but she didn't have to pay for consumables because she pre-bought them. At least I think she's pre-bought them. And she also took away 1,574 experience points out of that one as well. So what a great start to this week's contest. It's going to make it very difficult for Talon to beat her. Really, I mean, he has to get at least a first class or a second class and a medal and a higher win 8. So yes, it's really on now to see who will actually win this week, but it'll probably be Angelina, as she set the first standard, and she did it on the 11th. We're actually on the 14th now, so yes, she's definitely in the lead. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. I've got more of them coming up. As I said, there are some replays from, I may have not have said, but there are replays from Talon already, so I'll get those ones out fairly quickly so that we can all see who's in the lead and who's likely to win. If you enjoyed this replay, can you give it a like? Please do send us a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.